6:52 a.m. on September 11, 2001, a 3-minute call is made from a payphone at Boston Logan's airport in the gate area where Flight 175 will depart to Mohamed Atta's cell phone. The 9/11 Commission will report, quote, "We presume Marwan al-Shehhi made the call, but we cannot be sure," end quote. According to other reports, Marwan al-Shehhi and Mohamed Atta talk again briefly by cell phone while waiting for their planes to take off. 7:45 a.m., Mohamed Atta and Abdulaziz al-Amari board American Airlines Flight 11. However, Mohamed Atta's bags are not loaded onto the plane in time and are later found by investigators. Investigators later find airline uniforms and many other remarkable items. It is later reported that at least 2 hijackers on Flight 11 used stolen uniforms and IDs to board the plane. This is reported by the Boston Globe on September 18, 2001. Just before 7:59 a.m., Marwan al-Shehhi and Mohamed Atta speak on cell phone as both planes sit on the runway. Seconds later, Flight 11 takes off Boston Logan's airport 14 minutes after its scheduled 7:45 departure time. At 8:13 a.m., the last routine communication takes place between ground control and the pilots of Flight 11 around this time. Flight controller from Boston Center, Pete Zalewski, is handling the flight. Pilot John Alganowski responds when told to turn right, but immediately afterwards fails to respond to a command to climb. Zalewski repeatedly tries to reach the pilot of Flight 11, even using the emergency frequency, but gets no response. Flight 11 is apparently hijacked around this time. One flight controller says the plane is hijacked over Gardner, Massachusetts, less than 50 miles west of Boston. The Boston Globe notes, quote, "It appears that the hijacker's entry was surprising enough that the pilots did not have a chance to broadcast a traditional distress call," end quote. It would have only taken seconds to press the right buttons. Yet flight attendant Amy Sweeney appears to witness 3 of the hijackers storming the cockpit around 8:20 a.m. This would imply that at most 1 or 2 hijackers enter the cockpit at this time before the others do. Shortly after flight controllers ask Flight 11 to climb 35,000 feet, the transponder stops transmitting. A transponder is an electric device that identifies a plane on a controller's screen and gives its exact location and altitude. Among other vital functions, it is also used to transmit a 4-digit emergency hijack code. Flight controller Glenn Michael later says, "We considered it at the time to be a possible hijacking." Initial stories after 9/11 suggest the transponder is turned off around 8:13 a.m., but Pete Zalewski, the flight controller handling the flight, later says the transponder is turned off at 8:20 a.m. The 9/11 Commission places it at 8:21 a.m., and Colonel Robert Marr, head of needs, claims the transponder is turned off at some time around 8:30 a.m., where the Flight 11 hijack was first detected at that time.